What's up, guys? It's Lunatic, coach of the Brookhaven Banettes, and this is the draft analysis for the PSBF, Pokemon Showdown Battle Frontier. This is another tier draft league, and this time around I was right in the middle of the draft, which is not a very good place to be, but I think I came out with a pretty good team. So my first pick, this first pick I did not think it was going to get to me. I was very surprised. My first pick was Tapu Koko. Tapu Koko made it to 9th pick. The first Tapu wasn't picked till like 5th, I think, which was very surprising. But we got Tapu Koko. My plan going into this was to get Tapu Koko into Alolan Raichu, but my plans did have to change because I was developing too many weaknesses and I had to patch stuff up and I had to give up on that. So this time around I do not get to get Alolan Raichu with Koko, but maybe in the future I will. So when I came back around, I noticed this monstrosity was still available, and I was not going to make the same mistake as I did in the PWC, where I let it go by, and that is Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black it just hits incredibly hard. It can be physical, special. It's very hard to switch into. It has good coverage. It's an amazing Pokemon. My third pick came around, and this is a mon that I really wanted to use, and I feel like it gets sniped very early, and it does bring a lot of things to the table. So I figured I'd pick it up now before anyone can snipe me on this, and that is Delmise. Delmise, it Rapid Spin, Spin Block. It has Anchor Shot, Steel Worker to go. That Steel Worker also helps Anchor Shot. So Delmise basically has 3 stabs, which is pretty crazy. Next up, I picked Tentacruel, a mon that I really wanted to use. It's a very reliable Rapid Spinner, bulky Water type, Poison type for fairies, very specially defensive. It's surprisingly fast, like it can do a lot of things. So I was very happy to be able to pick up Tentacruel. Next up, this is the one I've wanted to use, and looking at my team so far, I think I needed something that was just really bulky, and I would prefer it to be on both sides, and that is Registeel. Registeel's defense and special defense are very high. It brings utility. It's a stealth rocker. And steel types are very important to have because, all the fairies going around. So I was very happy to pick up Registeel. Next up, I noticed this certain bird was listed as a tier 4. And I understand that it got nerfed pretty hard, but I think it still can be good. So I wanted to try it, and that is Talonflame. Now, yeah, Gale Wings got nerfed, so it only works if you're at full health, but Talonflame is still a very fast Pokemon, and there are still times where you can get Gale Wings to work, and if not, you do have a secondary ability in Flame Body, if you wanted to use that. Talonflame, when he was the Smogon bird, it's not like he just ran one set. He ran a lot of different sets, so I think he's still capable of doing that, and for tier 4 mon, I think I got a pretty good deal on that. Next up, this is where I stopped knowing what I was doing with my draft, and I was just kind of playing it by ear. I didn't know what to pick up at a tier 2 mon, but I did want to get another Stealth Rocker, and I wanted something pretty fast. So what I picked up next was Lycanroc Day. The fact it being tier 2, I'm not sure about that, but wanted it, and that's whatever. Yeah, Lycanroc Day, very fast. It gets Excel Rock, which is the priority rock move, and considering I have Talonflame, no one else can have it, because the Midnight form doesn't get that. So that's cool. Its move pool is pretty small, but I don't know. I'll see what I can do with Lycanroc Day. So next up, again, I'm still kind of playing this by ear. I noticed my team was kind of weak to Edgequake, so I wanted to pick up something to resist that. I did want to pick up a little more hazard control, because, I don't know, I like having a lot of options. So next up I picked up Claydol. Claydol is a rocker, a spinner. It's immune to spikes, toxic spikes, sticky web, and it resists stealth rock, so that's pretty good. And it's pretty bulky, so I think Claydol was a good pick there. Coming around to round 9, I did want a fighting type. I like to have fighting types on my team, and this one was still sitting there, and it's something I've wanted to try for a long time, and that is Heracross. Heracross hits very hard. Bug fighting stab is pretty good. Has Mega Horn, close combat that hit hard. It can be Scarf, Banded, Life Orb. It has some decent bulk to it as well. It does get some coverage in. Off the top of my head, I know it gets Stone Edge, which can be good. So, next up, also Heracross gets Guts, which can be a really useful ability to be able to absorb status if my opponent wants to try and status some stuff. Next, I got something bulky, another just bulky mon. Actually, my last 2 picks are bulky. So I think I have some pretty good power with like Tapu Koko, Kyurem Black, Talonflame, Lycanroc Day, and Heracross. Even Tentacruel to an extent. Dolomines could also hit pretty hard. So these last 2 picks are pretty bulky. My next pick, I do have a fairy in Tapu Koko, but it's not a bulky fairy, so it won't be taking too many hits. But this pick is definitely capable of that, and that is Togetic. Togetic, slap an Eviolite on it. It's very bulky, gets Defog, bulky fairy type, flying type 2, so immune to the Earthquake and all that. And my last pick is Mega Sableye. Mega Sableye, I wanted a Dark type. I did not have one at the time, and with these last couple of picks, I was scrambling around finding different combinations of mons I wanted to use. Some of them got, I wouldn't say sniped because I didn't have a concrete plan, but they were picked up, and I ended up going with this plan of Heracross, Togetic, Sableye. Mega Sableye I've used in the past a little bit, and I mean, we know it's very bulky. I guess Magic Bounce, which is a very cool ability. It has the potential to set up Calm Mines. Mega Sableye did get nerfed because they changed Mega Evolution a little, where when you Mega Evolve, the turn order is determined by the Mega. So I won't be getting like a Prankster Will-O-Wisp if I'm Mega Evolving. It'll go probably after the opponent because Mega Sableye is pretty slow. So I know he did get nerfed, but he is a pretty bulky mon. Gives me a Dark type, and he still has some utility to him. He gets Recover as well. So I do like him. I don't think the nerf was too big. Honestly, I did think that that change needed to happen. It was unfair for a lot of Mega. It forced them to run Protect like Mega Beedrill, Mega Ansi. So, you know, buffs to those, but nerfed Mega Sableye, which I think was the right way to go. So that's the draft. It was kind of a quick video. I'm now in 4 leagues, which I was expecting to only be in 3, but I'm in 4 because one of them started up early. So these videos are probably going to be shorter and not as in depth because I have a lot going on, you know, in my mind about all these different leagues. So that's all I'm going to say about my team, and I'm pretty happy with it. There's a lot of mons that I get to use, like Kyurem Black, Talonflame. I didn't want to use Talonflame when it was popular because it was just like, I mean, call me a hipster, but I just felt it was just so annoying to play against, and it didn't take that much skill because skill just gave priority, and if it's already fast, you know. But now nerf Talonflame, I would say it's balanced now. So I'm happy using that. Happy using Heracross. Unfortunately, didn't get to use Coco with the Alolan Raichu, but you know, some other time. So, yeah, that's the squad. I'm done talking. And I'll see you guys in the battles. Bye.